do you tell your husband that the reason he's sick is because you cheated on him and gave him an STD? That's not some Netflix plot twist, that's my real life. And the guilt. It's killing me more than the disease itself. 4 years, I had what everyone else envied. A loving husband. A stable marriage. The kind of man who wakes up early just to brew my coffee, the kind of man who texts me, drive safe, I love you, every morning. People said we were goals. And I believed that too, but sometimes, when everything looks too perfect on the outside, you don't realize how fragile it really is on the inside. It happened one night. A friend's birthday party. Too many drinks. Too much dancing. Too much attention from someone who wasn't my husband. I wish I could say it meant nothing. That it was a blur. But I remember every detail. And when I woke up the next morning, in someone else's bed, I swore to myself it was the last time. That it would stay my dirty secret forever. I told myself, he'll never know. It was one night. Don't ruin everything over this. But secrets, they have a way of clawing their way out. A few weeks later, I started feeling different. At first, I ignored it. Told myself it was stress. Maybe bad food. But deep down, I knew. I went to the doctor, sat there sweating while they ran the tests. And when the results came back positive, I swear, the room spun. I thought of my husband's face. His smile. His trust. And how I just shattered it all with one night, I couldn't take back. When I got home that day, he asked me how my checkup went. And I lied. I smiled, kissed him, and said everything was fine. Inside, I was screaming, every meal I cooked. Every time he hugged me. Every night he said goodnight, babe. The guilt sat in my throat like poison. I prayed he'd never find out. But then, he started getting sick too. One night, he came home looking pale. He sat on the couch, held his head in his hands and said, babe. I don't know how to tell you this. The doctor says I tested positive for an STD. My heart stopped. My world ended in that moment. I forced myself to look shocked. I even asked, what? How? That doesn't make sense. Pretending like I was the clueless, faithful wife. But inside, I wanted to collapse. Because I knew exactly how. And now, the nightmare is real. His looking at me for answers. His blaming himself. His saying maybe he got it from some old medical issue, maybe from a mistake at the clinic. And me. I'm sitting there, nodding, letting him believe lies, because I'm too much of a coward to tell the truth. Every time he holds my hand, I feel like a monster. Every time he apologizes, I feel like I'm drowning in my own sins. So here I am. Trapped. If I confess, I lose the only man who ever truly loved me. If I stay silent, I let him suffer, carrying a blame that isn't his. Do I rip his heart out with the truth? Or do I let him believe he's at fault, while I live the rest of my life as a fraud? Either way, the marriage we had is already dead. So tell me, what would you do if you were me? Would you confess and destroy him? Or lie and destroy yourself? Drop your answer in the comments. I need to know if honesty is worth losing everything, or if silence is the only way to keep the pieces together.